Howdy, y'all. Hopefully you're doing well. This little tutorial video is to help get through practice problem zero and the Jamovi component for your assessment and to try to make sure that you are able to get all the things needed to do your write-ups. So, based on the review, we're going to go through 2012 GSS data and using the number of years of formal education completed, EDUC, and to the family income in dollars using the real income variable. I need you all to be able to do the scatter plot for the data using the EDUC as X variable, real inc as Y variable. We'll then produce an F table of values made from ANOVA that corresponds to the proposition real inc is equal to EDUK. Use the correlation coefficient and coefficient of variation is alongside this ANOVA test. Include your table that includes your estimates of the coefficients of your regression line. And make sure when you add your table of significance, your table of coefficient estimates, and scatter plot. So those are the big three you will need. All right. So we'll go through and we'll open up the data. Now, the nice part with our quantitative variables, we don't necessarily have to worry about the cleaning things as we did with the three frequency categorical variables. So we can go right into the thick of things. And the first thing we're going to go do is we're going to go to analyses, make sure our analyses is held up once we get here, go to exploration, and then go to scatter plots. We'll do our scatter plots first. And as I mentioned before, I want to make sure that the EDUC that I'm going to search for is in the x-axis. So once I search through, let Jamovi do its thing, get through the search engine okay. I will go ahead and click it and take it to the x-axis. And then we'll go to real income, real inc, and move to my y-axis. From there, it'll create our scatter plot for us. Give it a minute, and bingo. And now we can click linear on the regression line. And that will give us the scatter plot that we need. So we can go ahead and copy that, put it into our report, and there's one of three things that are needing to be done. It's not very difficult. The next piece is to go ahead and do the regression. Doing the regression means using linear regression that we need to do. And we can do things in a similar fashion and manner we've done before. So EDUC, this case is our, what we call a covariate, because we think it is the X value of the independent variables. We're going to actually put it in this covariate here. And then we can go ahead and we can do real inc. And put it in our dependent variable. And once that happens, we can go ahead and get our tables here. Now we're not done. We need to make sure we add a few extra things in this. So we go to model fit here, so the fourth one down, and we also add the F test. And the F test will give us our F statistic or degrees of freedom 1, degrees of freedom 2, and your p-value along with the absolute value of the correlation coefficient. Now note this value here, this slope here, they're both positive. So this 0.393 actually should be a positive one instead of a negative one, as we mentioned. But R squared is good. We can report all those things, and that's all you need. Once you get those three components, then boom, you got what you need. Pretty easy, nice, short, simple. Take care, and good luck.